The other thing I've played only slightly is Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, for it released yesterday.
Ah, yeah, sweet.
Oh, this game's so fun. Yeah, the game starts with Majima just sitting in a chair explaining that, hey, 6 months ago I washed up on a beach with amnesia, and he's basically filming a documentary in between chapters. It's very funny. You first meet the kid who saves you. His name's Noah, and as you follow him, I wasn't expecting it. It really took me by surprise. Majima just cuts into the screen in his modern day fucking look, and he just goes, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, the language barrier was a motherfucker, so I'm just going to skip that part for your sake. Because Majima's Japanese as fuck, and the people on this island are not.
Oh yes, they're Hawaiian as fuck.
But yes, I just love justifications. Like, it doesn't matter. I can suspend my disbelief, and I don't care. At the end of the day, everyone needs to talk for the story to make sense. But the game going out of its way to be like, yeah, there was a big language barrier, but it was a pain in the arse, and we're not showing it.
We're gonna cut to when everyone can speak the same language.
Pretty much, man. It took like a solid hour and a half before I got my boat. I got my boat. It's a piece of shit boat, but I love it for it is mine. And I got to Madlantis. That area's flashy as fuck and fun. I'm now in Honolulu, and I'm getting my boat ready to battle in the Pirate Coliseum.
Sweet.
Just want to repeat myself to those at the back. I'm getting ready to battle in the Pirate Coliseum.
The fact that there is a Pirate Coliseum is pretty good going, actually.
Only to be found in Madlantis.
Yep. That well-known place that actually exists. Yeah. Is Kay back in the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to Revolve Bar literally at about 1 o'clock in the morning, my time, and I was like, oh, okay, this is where Kay works. Oh, she's still here.
Yeah. Hello.
Has Kay-son just got a job for life now?
Apparently.
Yeah, we're meeting a lot of characters that we met in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and they're just like, who the fuck are you? And it's like, I'm Majima, who are you? But yeah, it's a great game, it's very funny. The first thing that happened when we got on the ship was Noah started singing, and I was like, oh, that's cute, and then he stopped because he's like, oh, I'm embarrassed, and Majima being Majima is like, you're free now, sing! And I can only describe it as a Muppets Treasure Island-esque musical number occurred, which I wasn't expecting, and I'm like, yes, sign me the fuck up to this bullshit.
Yeah, because like the only Yakuza songs that I know are Bakamitai and the Magical Princess Majima song.
Oh, it's 24 Hour Cinderella, I believe it's called.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Revolve Bar has a karaoke machine, and I immediately did that song.
It was Nyana's background music for, like, intro, outro music for the longest time.
Jeez, I don't like the song, I just think it's funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it was a non-vocal version, so it just kind of fits with...
that din, 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 din. Yeah, okay, I can see that being a bit less grating.
Yeah, it just fits with a pink person, you know.
Oh, I totally get it. But yeah, the last thing I'm going to mention, because it really did crack me up, was obviously I finished Chapter 1, and finishing Chapter 1, we got another cut to the studio where Majima's just sitting there explaining shit, and he just goes, okay, we're going to take a 15-minute break because this is hard work. And then he exits stage left and then pokes his head back in and breaks the fourth wall in the best way. And he just goes, hey, maybe you want to go take a piss break, and then fucks off.
Yeah.
And then I did. I was like, thank you, Majima, my bladder is full. Yeah, the game's great so far. It's not disappointing. The ship combat is a lot more arcadey than I was expecting, but it feels good, so fuck it.
Good shit.
2 weeks later.
I've played a lot more Pirate Yakuza.
Yes, a mutual friend of ours has now got Kay on their squad.
Yeah, he was telling me as well, because I didn't... Okay, our mutual friend actually went through the effort of hardcore grinding the Aloha system. I can't believe I just said that.
Same thing.
Where...
Alolan Kayson.
Basically, he went through the effort to get her immediately, and she's only a silver ranked crew member, and that bothers me to no end.
Yeah, it's just there so that you know that you've got Kayson in your gang.
Yeah. I mean, it's Kayson. She's adorable. She provided both the body and voiced for Kay, and as long as we are in Hawaii, we will have access to her.
Yeah.
I did get a very funny cutscene literally last night, because I got to a point where I've unlocked, forgotten the word It's a special type of girl that's meant to be elegant and charming and rich and awesome. And Kay-son, or Kay, is like, I could be like that. And the bartender's like, no, you can't. It's like, why the fuck not? And it's like, that's why. But yeah, it's like Matsuda girl or something. It's a very odd term that I'm sure means something if you're more of a weeb than I am.
Yeah, like some kind of Ojo-sama.
I don't even know what that means. We'll move on. Yeah, the last time, obviously last week, the game had literally just come out. I'd played it for a couple of hours. My internal clock, or the clock on my save data now says I've played 21 hours in a week. That's not healthy. Don't do that. But yeah, the game's fun. I've done nothing but side content.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's better than a friend of ours who revealed their FF14 playtime, and it turned out to have been 20% of the hours that had existed since we started playing.
Oh, yeah.
This is still less than 20% of the hours that have existed since Yakuza came out.
Well, yeah. It's not even comparable. MMOs are a weird beast, and you're better off not touching them. It depends on what type of person you are. But anyway, I digress. It was interesting because I stumbled upon a Reddit post not too long ago that just said, man, Yakuza games are great, but I wish there wasn't any sub-stories or side content, and everyone quickly went, tell me you're trolling right now.
Yeah, say psych right now.
Like, it's one of those weird ones where, like, Yakuza without all that is just, it's not shit, but it's a very different experience. And also, it's side content and minigames. You can just not play those.
Yeah.
Like, that's an option.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally.
Like, I've never played Mahjong, and that's in every Yakuza game.
No. Yeah.
It's one of the few things that Yakuza players and FF14 players have in common, and none of us know how the fuck to play Mahjong. I'm sure if I sat down and bothered to learn, it's not as complicated as it looks, but it's like, you've got to play it to get awards in the game, and the awards are almost never worth it, so why put yourself through the game?
Yeah.
If you don't like that minigame, don't play it. It's really that easy, guys. But yeah, shit's good. Ship combat is still fine. It's one of, I think I mentioned this last week, it's a lot more arcadey than I was expecting, but at the same time, it's Yakuza, and it was unrealistic to expect it to be like fucking a one-to-one copy of the Black Flag system.
Yeah, totally.
Currently, I've got laser beams as my cannons.
Sweet. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very fun. I'm having a lot of fun, is the bottom line. I don't know if I'll have beaten it by next week, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm in chapter 3. But bear in mind, I've literally only been doing side content plus a little bit of story as a treat.
Okie dokie.
2 weeks later.
It should come as no surprise to you, Rick, that I have completed Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Yeah!
Yeah, I've 100% completed that game as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, I haven't 100% completed everything in game because that's for crazy people.
Yeah, like there's going to be like a million side quests that are like games in and of themselves.
Yes,
of going down like mini games and all that.
Like Mahjong can fuck off. I've never played it. I'm not going to start. There's a bunch of vocational tests that I've just not done. I did the 10 I needed to recruit a pirate crew member, and then I went, fuck the rest of this shit. There's what else is there that I skipped? There's bounties. You can claim bounties on individual people in fights, where I cleared the entire map of bounties, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't need to do this. I just did it because it gave me money, and I was just pissing around time. I then got a text message saying, oh wow, you cleared a lot of bounties. Here's more. And I'm like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to a certain point, I'm like, yeah, draw a line under this shit.
Yeah. I did all the side stories. The Minato girl side quest ended up being really funny. Once you recruited all 5 girls, you had to throw a party for your crew member Masaru, and it changed into a live action shot, and I was so not expecting it. Majima doesn't appear in these live action shots because Majima's voice actor does not look anything like Majima.
Sweet.
But Masaru and all of the Minato girls are all played by real people that they've literally just taken their appearance in real life and put it in the game. So, one-to-one translation. And it's just a series of cutscenes that lasts pretty much an hour of basically like, here's this comic buffoon Masaru failing to score with all these hot, beautiful girls. Like, there's one where he was with one girl who was clearly up for it, and he was like, I'm going to go take a quick shower, and then that shower took 2 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
But when he came out, she fucked off, and he's like, oh, I wonder where she went. And it's like, dude, you had this one in the bag, and you fucked it.
Jesus. Yeah. I think we all know someone like that.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly fucking stellar in these scenarios, but I think I'd be able to take the hint in that fucking one. Just like, anyway, whatever. But yeah, he fails in a bunch of comical ways, and when it ends, all 5 girls in-game are like, yeah, we want to hold our hearts for someone who deserves it. And then Marja was like, good for you girls, why are you all looking at me like that? And and then they get recruited into your pirate crew, and they're all gold pirate members. They're all very good people to have in your crew.
Yeah, good shit. Fantastic.
So yeah, much needed boost as well, because I was like, fuck, my crew is a bit on the weak side. There's a moment, okay, I'm gonna now spoil slight story stuff, so I apologize for people listening.
Okay.
First and foremost, I did the Amon Pirates, which is a side quest. You have to do all of the Pirate Coliseum stuff just to unlock them, and boy was that fight hard and annoying, as it should be.
Yeah. So I don't know anything about this, so
in every single Yakuza game ever, there's a dude with his clan. He's called Amon, and he's a super optional, super secret boss fight in almost every single game, and he's always really fuck you hard. And this time was no different. His pirate ship had like 10,000 HP, which is the biggest HP of any ship. And by the way, it could fire rockets that are incredibly difficult to dodge in your boat.
Yep, fair enough. So yeah, he's the Sephiroth of pirates, but also of all Yakuza things, I assume.
Pretty much, yeah. It's very funny because in this game, once you beat the Pirate Coliseum duel, he just meets you and just goes, yeah, so this pirate thing was just a bit of a joke. I want to now fight you one-on-one because I'm the king of assassins and I need to prove I'm the toughest. And Marshall was like, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna kick your ass. So you have a one-on-one fight with him. Thank fuck they let you heal during the fight, because usually they don't. Like, the guy summoned like sword tornadoes.
Yeah.
Impossible to fucking dodge, so I just blocked. Just to give you a bit of context as to how bullshit and funny this guy can be, Amon that is. In the side game, he when you fight him, he steals your phone before you fight him.
Okay, so that's why you can't summon the others, your allies and all that.
Not even that. This is in a game which is the old punchy kick game. But in that game, you would bring up your phone to heal yourself using items.
Right. Okay.
But he took your phone off you in the cutscene, and that's why you can't heal during the fight.
Okay, I get you.
So some dumb shit. But yeah, plot stuff. We find the secret treasure. It's great. It's awesome. Fantastic. One of your crewmates gets not fatally stabbed, because no one dies in Yakuza ever. Even when they do die, they come back. While you're doing a very high stakes ordering people about, Majima calls Saejima his brother, and it's not subtle in any way, but you're like, okay, Majima now has his memories back, because he's been telling Saejima off for calling him that since the two met again. So
yes.
Yeah, that was cool. The rest of the game is bullshit, to be honest. It always is. Oh, by the way, when you beat the Amon Pirates, he gives you a piece of equipment. That means your heat gauge is basically permanently charged. In case you don't know what the heat gauge is, it's basically what lets you do those really sick finishing moves.
Yeah, it's your limit break gear gauge, yeah.
Yeah. You've pretty much only got that for the final string of fights.
Sure, okay.
But yeah, it made a lot of this late game stuff trivial.
Yeah, because you can just like unleash holy hell.
Well, I've got there's two heat gauge actions that I just abused during basically the last half of the game, which was, one was a pistol attack, which would take out 6 enemies, no questions asked, as long as they were mooks. And the other one was just, it would do like 2 health bars worth of damage on one person.
Sure, okay.
So, again, trivialized shit. We fought a giant squid, because of course we did. And then we get to the end of the game, and it turns out the entire time Majima's been talking in the present, he's been talking to Ichiban, who's the new protagonist for the games.
Yeah. And
Ichiban is just like, I don't know, this seems kind of far-fetched. And it's like, dude, you can't call anything far-fetched. You fought a shark.
Yeah. Like, he's got some... He's so toony, he created the RPG interface around him, and he can, like, transmit it to other party members.
It's so fucking silly. Anyway, the final cutscene is quite serious. You've got Majima and Saejima in their black suits, looking all dressed up. They're about to visit Kazuya, and what we find out is the whole reason why Majima, before he got his temporary amnesia, the whole reason he went there in the first place in a boat is he was hunting the same treasure still, because there was a rumor that there was an elixir of life there, and the implication being that he really wants to help Kiryu.
Aw,
yeah,
cute.
It is. Unfortunately, the elixir of life might exist, but now lives at the bottom of the ocean, because we saw the one character who knows what the elixir of life is just throw them all into the sea.
Okay.
Yeah, but none of the characters saw that. That's just a cutscene we got as players.
Okay.
So yeah, the game was good. It was very fun. About 50 hours is what it took me.
Sweet. That's pretty good going. That's like way more than I spent on Monster Hunter. I think I rolled credits at about 20 hours playtime.
It would have been
11 hours on the save file.
Yeah, I was going to say about 10 hours for the story, easy.
Yeah,
not much more than that.
And I got it on as a code, so I can't refund it. But even without that, I was over the time before I managed to get into the game properly. Yeah.
Pirate Yakuza's fun. I highly recommend it. If Yakuza's not your thing, it's one of those where I think the game's fun, but if you don't care about Yakuza, I don't know how much enjoyment you'll get out of this.
Yeah, fair enough.
And if you didn't, go on.
So yeah, it's the kind of thing I probably would enjoy it, actually. Not least because I've now seen the Yakuza TV show, and I know a non-zero amount about the universe, even though it was a bit bastardized in that.
Oh, I don't think you know anywhere near enough to have this game make sense to you.
No, the only thing that was getting close to things was when Majima just sees Kiryu and just waves and goes, "Kiryu-chan!" and then he gets arrested.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking thing that would happen with the Majima Anywhere system.
Yep.
But yeah, if you haven't played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, a lot of the stuff isn't going to make sense either. Almost all of the sub-stories are direct continuations from sub-stories from that game.
Sure.
It gives me the suspicious feeling that we're probably never visiting Hawaii again.
Okay, yeah. Cause isn't it the third time we've done... Well, sorry, it's the second time in a row we've done Hawaii. It's just the third time we've had K.
Yes, because K wasn't a thing. K-Son was in a different game, but she wasn't K.
Okay, it was just K-Son and not K.
She played a character that was not K-Son or K.
Sure.
Unless her name was K. I don't remember, it's been a minute. It was a weird live action thing, so I don't count it.
Yeah, and because she was basically just a bit part that was less important, and now she's like a beloved bit character now.
Yeah, I guess she is.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like pocket money for life now, isn't it?
Pocket money for life?
Yeah, as long as they keep making Yakuzas, she can get money for old rope just by showing up and being K for a little bit.
It wouldn't make sense for her to be anywhere other than Hawaii.
Unless she moves to Japan now.
But it wouldn't make sense. I'm telling you, it wouldn't make sense.
I'd need to know more than just you saying that, but yes.
I understand that, Rick, but we're in a podcast. It will take me tens of minutes.
Sure, okay.
80-hour RPG, Rick, of which we're talking about a bit character that ultimately doesn't matter. Apart from the fact that she's played by K-Son and you like K-Son.
Yeah, well, if she really doesn't matter, then she can move to Japan where she actually lives.
I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, I'm just saying it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, fair enough.